How's it going, guys? We have some identification to do today from two clutches, actually. Our first clutch is going to be our most hopeful clutch of the season. A NG Emperor Pin Het Clown to a Pastel Clown female. We were hoping to get a visual version of Dad to actually replace him so we can have a better chance without any hets. We'd rather work with visuals than actual hets, but I think we have maybe one in this clutch from what I can see so far. But due to the odds, it should have been 3 visual clowns, 3 non-visual clowns. However, we lucked out and got 5 visuals to 1 non-visual. And that is the only non-visual right there. So, I'd say pretty decent odds all around. So let's see, let's attempt going through these. Easiest one I can see off the bat is probably going to be this little guy. He looks like, well, pinstripe, obviously. Pastel, and then visual clown. So I'm going to, well, that's easy. That's a Lem Blast clown. It's 1. The next easiest I can see, which is very obvious, would be looks to be super pastel, lesser visual clown. Head's really blushed out, nice eyes. Eventually, these will dull out to a nice, more of a yellowish brown. It'd be nice if they stayed this color, but unfortunately they will not. The next one would be this guy. Enchi. But then you see all that dirtiness along the spinal. Enchi pastel visual clown. Kind of escapee right here. This one I think is most like Dad, which would be an Enchi pinstripe pastel lesser visual clown. However, there's a lot more darkness up here on the spine. So I'm thinking he doesn't have lesser in him, and just instead a pastel Enchi pinstripe visual clown. Be nice if he has lesser in him, because, get rid of Dad eventually. This one, I'm pretty sure we hit the jackpot and got everything, which would be super pastel pinstripe, so you can kind of faintly see the stripes. Enchi lesser, which would be a killer pinstripe lesser pastel. Oh no, killer pinstripe lesser Enchi visual clown. And then the unexciting of the litter. This little guy. He will be Het Clown, guaranteed. Both how blushed out his head is, I'm thinking super pastel.
It's an Enchi pastel.
Maybe Enchi, so super pastel Enchi. Het Clown. Nothing really exciting, but other than that, I'm excited the rest of the clutch. Most of these will probably just be sold. We only really wanted either Dad or better. So most of these will just kind of go. This was a collaboration with Pet Shop down the street. So we are going to be splitting about 3 of these. So, won't get all of them. But then again, don't really keep many of it anyways. So put those guys off the side. Get them in our rack. The next clutch, though, was a bit of a surprise. It was a dual sire by accident. The mom was a pastel champagne, and the primary dad that we were intending to breed was our male Neo, who was an Orange Dream lesser yellow belly, and we accidentally paired our Orange Dream Enchi yellow belly het pied male. You kind of see the difference. It's not much of a mistake, but it did come out with some interesting babies. Mom, though, we think might have something else in her, just because looking at some of these, there are little funky ones. Like this one off the rip. This is a bell. Very obviously, nice blue eyes, solid white. So this definitely took after the lesser side of the dad. However, Mom didn't have anything in the bell complex, but seeing this kind of proved it out. What in the bell complex? Don't know. Not a clue. Although there is a lot of yellow down her back, so that may give us somewhat of an indicator. But other than that, lesser something, don't know more than that. Just because it is a bell, there's no pattern to go off of, and there's no color to go off of. So, This one is another all-white snake with a little bit of paradoxing, champagne paradoxing at the head and down the spine. However, this one is nice. It's hard to tell if those are black or blue. Look more black than blue. So it might, maybe, be an ivory. Like, again, we do not know what mom has in her. Yellow Belly wasn't playing both dads, so it could be an ivory, which would be nice because then we have a 2-gene mom to a 4-gene, but with no real pattern to go off of, all I can really tell is champagne and something else. Up until we eventually decide to prove them out, we might get them shed tested, see if we can prove those out, but up until then, no clue. The other surprise of the clutch was this little guy. So, Orange Dream, champagne, because you can see the head stamp, and you would think visual pied, but visual champagne pieds are solid white, but this guy, you actually has color on him, and you can see pattern. So we looked into it. Champagne het pied also produces these nice pied markings that looks like pied, kind of like a pseudo pied, but not a full pied. So he is a het champagne, or het pied champagne Orange Dream. Still cool though. Got the nice pattern. Next one just looks like an Enchi. Yeah, I'd probably just say an Enchi. Not seeing. Yeah, not a lot. Eye stripes connect. Could be a Enchi lesser, but it's still
Orange Dream.
or Orange Dream. But yeah. This one looks like a normal. However, you do see the sides. You got the flaming up the side, so it could be Orange Dream. But there is a head stamp. It's not pronounced like the normals where it's solid dark, but it is light dark. So this one's a little bit of a conundrum. Maybe just Orange Dream, not a normal. Well, let's see. This one might just be a pastel. Oh, you're all tangled up. Come on, untwine. A pastel Orange Dream Enchi. Yeah. A little bit stuck shit there. But maybe het pie. They're all these will be 50% in some case. This is Enchi, so yeah, he'll be 50%. We'll probably get him genetic tested before actually selling him, just to get the guarantee to people. Same with this guy, so he does have Enchi in him too. And then the last one of the clutch is kind of weird. All down the dorsal spine, you see it's nice and dark. Really nice dark blacks. Flaming all up the sides. Head's blushed out. Belly has all the tracks, which could be either pied, so either 100% het pied, or Orange Dream. But since both dads have Orange Dream in them, can't really tell because it could either be Orange Dream or het pied. So But in that, I am thinking Orange Dream, pastel. Pos het pie, just because you don't know which dad it actually was too. We'll probably get him genetic tested too. But yeah, I'd probably just say pastel Orange Dream. But with that, we'll probably get all these guys set up in an incubator, or not an incubator, into the rack. Start fattening them up, and eventually decide to sell them all off. Might keep a few. Don't really know yet. Kind of have to get them tested. See if they have pie, I might keep them. Maybe not. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye.